to another video. Today we're back with another match preview. We're back at home this time. It's Swansea City versus Coventry City in the Sky Bet Championship at the Swansea.com Stadium this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff. Just getting straight into it then. So obviously we're off the back of a great away win over West Brom. I think that's our first away win since November, so it's good to get running away from home, but hopefully now we can try and start doing well at home again, because to be fair, recently our home form hasn't been it has been actually quite good actually. We've had some dodgy performances here and there which we probably should have taken 3 points when we've drawn, or maybe lost when we shouldn't have, but overall we've had some good results there recently, such as the Blackburn game. So yeah, we've been doing well, but obviously we've also had some bad games at home recently, like the Luton game. So yeah, but this is going to be a tough game anyway. Coventry are flying high. Obviously we did beat them 2-0. That was the team that we beat 2-1 I believe actually in November, or maybe it was Barnsley, but we did beat Coventry earlier on in the season away from home. So yeah, we have beaten them once, but it's going to be a tough game. But what do you think going into this game?
I think it will be quite a tough game. Coventry, as you said, have been flying high this season, and they've got some really good players that can really cause a threat. And we've got a great win against West Brom, so hopefully, like I always say, we always need to try and find some consistency, and I feel like that's something we've had a problem with this season quite a lot. But yeah, against West Brom there were a lot of positives we could take from that game. I know first half we weren't particularly great and it took us 40 minutes to actually get into the game a bit, but overall that was a good performance, so hopefully against Coventry we can kind of do a similar same thing. Our home form this season overall, I don't think it's been that bad. I think it's been mainly our away form which has been horrific really, to say the least. And but yeah, hopefully we can get a decent win over Coventry, but it's not going to be an easy game.
Yeah, and then as for the injury news, then Luke will address you with the Swansea injury news.
Yeah, so for the Swans, there's no no proper injuries we've got so far. Yeah, that's it for us at the moment.
Yeah, and then for Coventry, I believe they've got Matty Gordon out, but other than that, they seem to be fine. So now on to key players then. So for the Swans, if there's any Coventry fans watching this, you need to look out for Joel Pirro. He's been on fire this season. Obviously another goal now on the weekend, which I believe puts him up to maybe 15 goals, I want to say. I also go with Olivier Cham. I thought he was brilliant when he came off the bench. I just wish he could be more consistent, because if he was more consistent, he'd hands down be one of the best midfielders in the league. And I'd also go with Cyrus Christie as well, getting on the score sheet, and he's a good threat defensively as well. But would you add anyone else?
I'd probably add Hannes Wolf. I thought against West Brom he had a really good game. Obviously he didn't start against Sheffield United in that game, which was quite unfortunate to see, but obviously he was back in the team against Albion, and he made he did a good impact in the second half. He more or less got the assist for Christie's goal on the weekend, not on the weekend, on Monday night. So I'd probably have to say Hannes Wolf as well.
Yeah, and then as for Coventry then, I'm going to go with our former man, Victor Gyökeres. He's been on fire for them. I'd also go with Callum O'Hare as well, another good player of them. He reminds me a bit of Jack Grealish. And I'd also go with our former man, Jake Bidwell as well, another former man of ours, Jake Bidwell. But would you add anyone else?
I'd probably go for, is it a centre-back, is it Ian Matson? I think his name is. Yeah, I'd probably go for him, a decent defender in him, so I'd probably say him. And I'd probably go for Martin Waghorn as well. I think he's a decent striker. He's always a danger man when he's up there in the 6-yard box, so I'd probably have to say him as well.
Yeah, and then as for the lineup, I'd go with then. So in goals, I'm going to go with Andy Fisher. Right wing back Cyrus Christie, left wing back Hannes Wolf. I think they've been good operating there. 3 at the back, I'm going to keep Carl Norton in because I thought he's terrific, one of our most consistent players, alongside Cabango and Ryan Manning. 2 midfield, Matt Grimes, and I'm actually going to bring Olivier Cham in. Flynn Downs has been great for us this season, but I think Cham added that spark. Maybe he is better off the bench, but I think, try him starting for once. And then 3 up top, Joel Pirro, Jamie Patterson and Michael Obafemi. But what's your lineup?
Yeah, in goal I'll also go for Andy Fisher. Right wing back Cyrus Christie, left wing back Hannes Wolf. 3 at the back I'll go for Ryan Manning, Carl Norton and Ben Cabango. In midfield I'll go for Grimes and yeah, I'm going for Grimes and Flynn Downs. In Cam, I'm actually going to put Incham there. I think Patterson, I don't know. I think it's West Brom. I didn't think he was particularly great, and I thought Incham made that massive impact on him, but Incham in attack midfield. And then obviously the usual up top and Obafemi and Joel Pirro.
Yeah, and then as for my prediction then, it's just going to be a tough game. Obviously you'd think after a good win away on Monday night that we'd be able to progress, but it's just not us, is it? We're not consistent enough. So I'm going to say Swansea City 1, Coventry 2. I never really predict a losses at home, but I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to go with Gyökeres to score for them alongside Callum O'Hare, and to get the goal for us I'm going to go with Joel Pirro. But what's your prediction?
Well, yeah, I know we are quite consistent as you've said, but I feel like we can win this game, and I go for 2-1 Swans win. I reckon Joel Pirro will score, and I reckon Incham will get on the score sheet as well. And then for them, it'll obviously be Gyökeres. It'll have to be.
Yeah, but obviously thanks for watching this video. We will be back again tomorrow for another video, which will be the matchday vlog. Obviously, yeah, tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.